Time to wake up and smell the coffee. Let's go. Come on. Wake up on a Saturday morning. Look at that. You got Randall here and me. What more can you ask for? Let's go. Woo! Follow us on Twitter, folks. You see the handles there. Go follow Randall and follow me. And like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel, which has been on fire lately. Yes. Time to wake up. Let's have some coffee. Let's talk some sports betting. We got special guest Randall Knack here this morning. This is exciting because we have got to stop the bleeding on morning coffee. Morning coffee went 2-6 yesterday, 479, 415, and 16, up 40.6 units. We have been dropping the last couple of weeks, folks. Boston didn't come through. They fell apart. The Celtics fell apart in that game last night. Just ridiculous. And Memphis didn't cover either, guys. We're going to have to get better with our picks. Let's go. Let's get it going. We're going to crank it up here in a few minutes. Don't forget about the oddsjam Discord link, 12,000 strong. Get into the Discord now, all right? So now you know what it's time to do. It's crank it up time. Let's do it. You ready? Let's go. Come on, Randall. Get your cowbell out. I love to see Randall with a cowbell. All right. There, that got you cranked up. Now you're ready to roll, ain't you? You ready to roll with us this morning? I hope so. Oh, yeah. Morning coffee, baby. That's where it's at. Time to wake up, smell that coffee. Don't forget, get 20% off your oddsjam subscription. New subscription with the code BOB20 or Mike20. I got people emailing me wanting to be guests on the Last Minute Betting Show. We're trying to get as many of you guys on as possible. And let's not forget, folks, as I share my screen, shop.oddsjam.com, where you're going to get this great oddsjam merchandise for 25% off right now. The panel camper, the black glossy mug, or as I like to call it, the oddsjam coffee cup, distressed dad hat, the embroidered beanie, the short sleeve unisex t-shirt, the trunker cap, and the unisex hoodie, all by oddsjam. Shop.oddsjam.com. We are excited to be here today. We have so many comments. I don't even know if I can keep up. Jordan says, wake up. Scotty's here. Scott Davies here. Good morning. Mark Speed. Jimmy Decker. Woot, woot. Woot, woot. Greg Voice. Greg got your email. We'll be talking. Daniel Schwartz, already had my morning coffee. Morning hamburger, too. Eat a hamburger in the morning? Hey, he's got his oddsjam mug for coffee. Way to go, Bobby B. I'm getting ready here in a second. Matthew Muffett, start by losing this music. Wow.
Tough.
Wow. Everybody loves Wake Up. I wrote that specifically for this show, Matthew. You're the first person that's ever said that. Boy, now I feel terrible. I got the money line on Colorado, too. Getting ready to put my video up. More cowbell, that's right. Tony's here. Good morning. Mark's taking Baylor -7.5. Anyone else? Scott, I like how Randall appears to be intensively studying sports stats while Bob is banging on a cowbell.
He's not wrong.
Oh, Scott. Man, did you hear that? Matthew, they're all over your butt, man. Wake up music in the morning rules. Everybody likes it. Sorry you're outvoted, but we're going to get a little cheers here because Bobby B needs a little coffee time cheers. Good morning. There it is. There's the OddsJam black glossy mug, or as I like to call it, the OddsJam coffee cup. How's that for an opening, Randall? I got enough. And by the way, drum roll, please. Randall Knack is here to talk college hoops and give us some picks today because, dude, we're down like in the last 2 weeks, 16 units. Everything that Morning Coffee has been picking is not winning very much. And actually, the positive EV plays are the ones winning.
Well, maybe we need to stick to those.
Well, that could be. Yeah, but you got to give the audience, their due. All right, we're in this together. Okay, let's review this. Okay, think about this: 479, 415, and 16. Randall, that is over 900 bets and up 40 units. That's not bad, considering that there are multiple people making the picks. Right, Randall?
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. Everybody throws their plays in. I mean, you're still up units. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the Celtics were up 28. Yeah, total collapse. Matthew, it's not the music, dude. Everybody likes the music except for you. I love you, man, but come on. What's the best two-leg parlay for college basketball today? Michael Paulson. That's a new one too here. We got about 20 in here, Randall. You have a parlay? What do you got?
I don't know. I'm not a parlay guy, so I don't suggest parlays, but I don't know. I'm a little disappointed actually in these lines, not necessarily the slate, but the lines that we're getting on all of these games. Every single line is inflated this time of the year because you've got, the must wins. Who was it? Mark asked about Baylor. We'll go to that game first. I mean, I do like Baylor in this game. -7.5. That really should probably be a name to score. Iowa State, I don't know who the guard was. I can't remember his name, but he left the team earlier this week. So Iowa State has been abysmal on the road. So I do like Baylor. But I mean, just in terms of these lines being inflated and just a lot of line movement. I mean, Texas A&M yesterday opened +2.5, and they are -2.5. They were -2.5 last night. It's down to 1.5 now. I loved A&M at +2, +2.5, but you can't. I mean, there's no way you can take A&M now. Money line -1.5. Just simply because you've lost out on all of that value. So K-State, West Virginia, that was actually my favorite play of the day. I expected this line to my numbers made this line 5, which is exactly what it opened at. I expected it to open at 3.5. It did not. So it's actually down to 4.5 at MGM right now. I'm just going to say we're going to go through a lot of games here this morning. And if you're watching, listening, grab a pencil, grab your phone, grab a piece of paper, whatever it is. Because today is really a really good day to live bet. And I'm not going to lay bad numbers. I know everybody's excited for plays, and I've got a couple, but we're not going to lay bad numbers this time of the year in college hoops. So West Virginia is one game. It starts at 2 Eastern. If you can get West Virginia.
All right, let me share my screen. I want to pull these games up so we can look at them and add them to the bet tracker as we go along. It'd be a good
we're not going to bet this one pre-match, Bob. Unless you are.
All right. Well, I still want to look. No, let's look at the line here.
We need to get you on the screen, Tool.
Well, yeah, I realize that, but I can't transfer the bet into the
I
bet
got
tracker.
you.
And I hate to tell you, but what you're going to do here today is you're going to help us get units for morning coffee. That's the purpose of today, is to make
Well, I
money,
will.
right?
I will. But we're gonna rip through a lot of games. These people aren't gonna want to sit here and
All right. Then I'll let you share
we'll,
your screen.
I'm not. I don't need to share my screen. We'll tell you I'll tell you when we've got official plays. How about that?
All right. There you go.
All right.
It's called organization.
So West Virginia, though, back to that game. This is a game I'm going to live bet. If you can get West Virginia -3 or better, I definitely like that. I guess we had a two-leg parlay, best two-leg parlay for college basketball. I mean, I don't know what the juice is on this. It's probably bad, but Baylor and West Virginia money line parlay looks pretty solid. But again, probably laying, I would guess, somewhere between 125 and 130. So do with that what you will. I'm not a big parlay guy. So Tennessee Auburn. This is one actually we locked it in yesterday on last minute betting. I gave it out on the Daily Sweat that I did as well on the Twitter Spaces. It was Auburn +2.5 is what we got. Auburn is now -2. So I'm okay if you take Auburn. So Bob, if you want to get your screen, we're going to make this a play. So if you want to share your screen, and we'll see what the best line is that's out there, and then we may go money line, but going to bet Auburn no matter what. Zakai Ziegler for Tennessee tore his ACL last week or earlier this week, and so Tennessee, they're definitely trending in the wrong direction. Auburn could really use a win here. They love them in this spot, so we'll definitely be on Auburn. What's that parlay pay?
It is. I'm getting ready to show you right now. -105.
Oh, okay.
At DraftKings, that's a money line parlay, and that's beating the Pinnacle line in 3 different books.
Is that Baylor and West Virginia?
Baylor and West Virginia money line.
Well, there we go. There's your two-leg parlay. I thought it might be -130 or so. I like that. I'm not a fan of parlays, but that gets you West Virginia money line, and I mean I think Baylor should smash, but
right.
Yeah, that's a solid play there. But yeah, Auburn is definitely a game we're on. If you remember that game that they played in Tennessee, they should have won. I mean, I don't know if they should have won that game. They should have at least been able to get it to overtime. They shot a 3 at the buzzer. There was no foul called. Bruce Pearl absolutely lost his mind. As Tony says here, the fighting Bruce Pearls today. Yeah, we are on board with that. What's the money line on this game, Bob?
Money line is -134 on FanDuel.
Let's do money line here. I don't want to lay points. I have +2.5, which I know that doesn't do anybody any good. Okay. But if you want to wait, you could maybe wait. But I do like Auburn here. I think they win.
FanDuel does have -1.5.
Yeah, I mean -1.5 is not bad, but I mean, my goodness, if they win by 1, talk about a bridge jumper, and you see it. You see it in college basketball a lot this time of the year. These games are close. These lines are tight. So Arkansas, Kentucky was another one I was looking at. Arkansas in this game, again, this may not be one. It's actually down to 4 now in some spots, 4 on Barstool, 4 on Caesars. I like Arkansas in this spot. I mean, I think this line is no doubt inflated. Probably a game that Arkansas needs to win. We'll come back to that one. I don't know if we're ready to lock that one in, but that's probably another live bet, very similar to West Virginia. If you can get, Arkansas maybe 2.5 against Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky got red hot. Everybody jumped back on them, and then they immediately lose to Vanderbilt. So couple of other games, just looking here in the top 25. I mean, Kansas, Texas is intriguing. Again, that's another line that's very inflated. Texas revenge. I say it's very inflated. It's definitely inflated. I think it probably should be closer to 1.5, 2 maybe. But this is a huge revenge spot for Texas. Kansas just won the Big 12 earlier this week, so it's traditionally a flat spot for KU. So what's the total in this game? This was pretty high scoring last time they played, 88-80.
148.5, 149.
I'm not a big totals guy. I do kind of like that under. I'm not going to play that under, but let's go Texas -3.
Okay.
I do think we're paying a little bit of a premium here because it's a revenge spot, but this is a flat spot for Texas for sure. I'm assuming Texas is going to be fired up. And then, looking here at some of these later games, Xavier Butler is one. Xavier probably some revenge. That's 13.5 now, I believe. Let's see if that's still the line. Take a look here. I know it was 12.5 earlier this morning. 12.5 on MGM. Xavier, though, the only thing I don't like about this game, just coming off of that win at Providence, but again, this is another revenge angle here. Senior day. And Butler's bad, but what do you think?
A lot of points.
It is a lot of points. And like I said, Xavier lost at Butler not too long ago. We'll pass on that one. So what do we have? We have 2 plays so far.
We have 2 plays so far. You want me to tell you what they are?
No, I think I know what they are. Auburn and Texas, right?
That would be correct.
And then, West Virginia, something to potentially live bet. Arkansas, same thing, something to potentially live bet. Just scrolling through these games here
I am adding Baylor to this.
All right.
I'm making an executive decision, morning coffee decision on Baylor. Baylor's getting added.
All right, I can get behind Baylor. I think they're solid. How about on another note, SLU with a nice win last night against Dayton.
Yeah, I mean, what good does that do them though?
Well, I don't know that it does them any good, but I mean, it gives them some confidence heading into the A-10 tournament. They're gonna probably play VCU in the semis, so I think they can. I think they can win the A-10. I don't know what the odds are on that, if they're even out for the A-10, but I think SLU could be worth a flyer. We may actually see that exact rematch, SLU and Dayton in the championship.
Okay. Well, I'd be all for that. That's the only way they're making the tournament, though. It's been
I mean, that's a one-bid league. So.
Right. It's been a disappointing year, but they do have the #1 assist guard in all of college basketball, do they not? Is it Yuri? Yuri leads all of the NCAA in assists.
Yep, that they do. I'll tell you another one, actually. Let's go to Clemson, Notre Dame.
All right.
So this is an interesting game here. I mean, Clemson definitely needs to win this game. I mean, it's a game they cannot afford to lose. Notre Dame's coming off of a win against who was it that they beat the other night? Oh, Pitt. They beat Pitt the other night. That was Mike Bray's last home game. For those that don't know, Bray's done after this season. I think this could definitely be a flat spot, kind of a letdown spot for Notre Dame. I think they put a lot into that game earlier this week for Bray to try to get him, a win at home. So I like Clemson here. Let's lay the 8.5. I think that Clemson can take it to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's not very good, so I do like that. And then I don't know, one last play that I like. I think I like it quite a bit. UConn and Villanova. I may be going to the well one more one time too many here with Connecticut, but Connecticut minus 2.5. I think they are just, I mean, UConn's rolling right now. I think UConn can cover this game. So we'll play that as well.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this today, a little upset. I was hoping, I guess for Jordan, if he's in here, I don't know if he is. I mean, Auburn was our Brinks truck play, but the issue now is, unless you watched last night, you're laying a terrible number. I actually do like Sparty as well, 6.5 against Ohio State. That should probably be a blowout too.
Okay, well, let me get to that. Let me add these 2 morning coffee picks, and I want to review what we've just picked here before you go any further. All right, here we go. Now we're giving you a lot of morning coffee picks here. We got a backup. I don't know if you got an S10, a Silverado, Ford F-150. Baylor minus 7.5 on BetMGM. Auburn on the money line on FanDuel. Texas minus 3 at Caesars. Clemson minus 8.5 on BetMGM, and Connecticut minus 2.5 on PointsBet. And you said Michigan State.
Yeah, and let's not, today is not a day. I mean, we're gonna play quite a few games here, but I mean, outside of Auburn, I mean, that's the one that I really do love.
Okay.
But patience is key here. We don't have to bet every game, and March Madness is going to be insane. It is every single year. So stay
like
patient here.
Minus 6.5 here.
Yeah. Ohio State's coming off of a couple pretty good wins. Who did they beat? Let's see. I can't even remember. I know they've beaten. Are they on? Might be on a 3-game winning streak here. All of a sudden, Ohio State red hot 2-game winning streak. They beat Illinois and they beat Maryland. So yeah, this is a get blown out spot in my opinion, and a game that Sparty's got to have also. And again, you're paying a premium with this. I mean, this Sparty line should probably be 4.5 or 5, but because it's a must win, it's 6.5. So that's something, it goes back to the NFL. You see it every year in the NFL. This team needs to win to make the playoffs. Well, guess what? They're not very good if they're in a must-win situation. So a little different in college basketball, but it's still the same. It's all the same, in terms of that.
Well,
so.
Jabari's here. Good morning, San Diego. There you go. How you doing, Jabari? And Powell. Morning, Bob. Too bad I didn't go with Vegas against Devils. Night would be flawless. How do you guys feel about today's game in Florida? I think, and we are talking hockey here, I think the Panthers win today. That's just my feeling. Randall, anything about UCLA?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to bet this, huge revenge spot for UCLA. Arizona beat UCLA about a month ago. Actually had Arizona in that game. You can get minus 4.5 on FanDuel. I mean, I would lean to, to UCLA here, but I don't know. Arizona's could be a dangerous team. I'm not going to bet that game, but yeah, Mark, if I had to guess, if I had to pick a side, I do like UCLA here in this spot. So
Stephen Batts is all over. 25 people, 5 likes. Hit the like button, folks. Jordan says, also as a Michigan fan, I love that you call Michigan State Sparty. They hate that.
I didn't know that. I learned something new today. I thought that was the name, Sparty. I guess not.
Also, his Hurricanes, Miami minus 5.5.
I guess that's a pretty good line there. I guess Pack's playing because that line is 7 now. So I assume Nigel Pack is in the game because if he was not, I'm assuming that would not be 7.5. So good line there, Jordan. But I don't trust your Hurricanes. So we'll see. I mean, they made the Elite Eight last year. They definitely, if they are healthy, I agree 100%. they are they are definitely the team with the best two guards in all of college basketball, I think, with Wong and Pack. No doubt about it.
Are they playing Pitt today?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And actually, Jordan, you might be able to find it or know this sooner than I will know, but didn't Pitt beat them at Pitt? Trying to look here to find that last game. I believe actually no, they did. Pitt did. I actually had Pitt plus 2.5. Miami was like up 9 late, and Pitt stormed back, hit a bunch of threes. So yeah, this is a huge revenge spot for Miami, and actually, this is for the ACC regular season title. I forgot about that. That's the implication here for
guess what?
For this game.
Guess what? The line is now -7.
Yeah, I'm assuming Nigel Pack's playing. There was some news saying that maybe he wouldn't, and I would assume that's why Jordan was able to grab 5.5 there.
Right. Well,
great line. I mean,
yeah, that is.
It's. I agree with you, Jordan. I mean, it's a big game. They're off of a loss. It's revenge. I mean, there's a lot that points you to taking Miami here, but it is for the ACC championship. I'll never. I mean, I hate Pitt, so it's hard for me to bet them. But
Greg, are you on Pittsburgh money line in that game? Is what you're saying? Or are you in hockey? Help me out here. I know you're on Colorado, and you were talking about the Penguins earlier. We're probably going to bring on Greg next week, Randall. I'm thinking about having him come in on Friday. Let's have a little coffee together, though, first. All right, folks? Stay awake, would you? And even though Matthew doesn't like the music, we're going to continue to keep it going.
I think we should turn it on right now.
Yes. Okay. All right. Pittsburgh just beat Tampa Bay twice. All right. I got you.
I'll tell you another game I like. You can write this one down. This is maybe another good live betting opportunity. Is Utah State against Boise? But again, this line opened 3.5. Great spot, and now it's 4.5 or 5. So if you can get Utah State in game against Boise, I definitely like Utah State here, -2.5, -3. It's just, I cannot stress this enough. If you are taking bad numbers in college basketball, which is what you can do this time of year, you're gonna pay a price. And hopefully we don't today, because we took a couple of bad numbers.
Matthew, apologize. I'm just giving you trouble, man. And anyone have any big upsets for today? There's always a big upset this time of year.
I don't know. I don't know if I have any. Come back next week, Mark. I know you're here a lot, but come back next week. We'll try to find something. There'll be something in a conference tournament. I'm looking here at the lines for today. I mean, I know I said Xavier earlier, but I mean, Butler, I don't know. It's tough. It's hard to take teams that just aren't very good, which Butler is not very good. I don't see any today that I can recommend, but we'll find one, Mark, for the conference tournaments, and if not, we'll definitely find one for the big dance.
All right, Jordan, he wants to talk about Alabama before we're done with this show. Now, I don't know what he wants to talk about. I'm just going to tell you right now, I love Alabama, have pretty well all year long, and they are a serious, legitimate threat to win it all, Randall. I said it and I meant it.
Well, I mean, I agree, and I have the future from the Super Bowl where I parlayed Sky Moore with Bama to win it all and got 89-1. So I mean, I would love to see Bama do it, absolutely. But I mean, Bama now 3 in a row, 0-3 against the spread. They haven't covered. They're obviously the SEC champs regular season. So, I mean, this game today, I mean, I don't want to say it's meaningless, but I mean, what's really the point in this game today against A&M, outside of just beating them? But this A&M team, I mean, if you've not watched them this year, Buzz Williams, former Virginia Tech coach, I like this Texas A&M team a lot. I'm actually hoping that they don't win the conference tournament and they maybe kind of bow out early, because I don't want people on them in their first round game. I don't want them to be, one of those highly picked underdogs, or, one of those teams that everybody now thinks they want to get behind, because that's never a good thing. But the issue with Alabama, I mean, you're going to see it all year long. I mean, you're going to see it the rest of the year. If they make the Final Four, this situation with Brandon Miller is going to continue to come up. I mean, somebody asked Nate Oates a question, or actually it was yesterday, I believe. A reporter had a question about something, and I mean, Oates refused to answer it. And I mean, it's going to follow them all throughout the tournament. I mean, it's a horrible situation. But I mean, that's just the reality of it. I mean, it's going to be, these guys are kids. It's going to affect them, I think, but we'll see what they can do. I mean, you watched the game the other night. I mean, they get into the scuffle, they clear the benches. There's some problems going on in Tuscaloosa.
All right, Steven, do I like the city today? No, I do not. Everybody's hating on Tampa Bay. Don't hate on the Lightning. You make a mistake. People did that last year, and they made the Cup Finals. You got to listen to me. John Cooper's a great coach. Tony says Utah money line against Colorado for the dog of the day, Randall.
Let's take a look. I didn't even see that game. Who do they have? Or +5 against Colorado? Where's that game at? It's at Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taking them on the money line +175.
I mean, meaningless.
Woo,
meaningless game. We do have first ticket going to be punched today, though, for the big dance, Ohio Valley, SEMO or Tennessee Tech. What do you think, Bob?
Tennessee Tech.
Taking Tennessee Tech?
Taking Tennessee Tech. I saw them in a positive EV yesterday, so I'm taking them. I have no idea. I bet a lot of those games. But I got to tell you, though, man, Tony has been on fire with these lesser college games, dude. I'm telling you, his Sacramento State the other day in Norfolk, in that parlay, both of them coming from behind and winning to get us a +775 3-leg parlay. Pretty impressive. Cheers.
Yeah.
Let's have some coffee. Neil Green's in the house, and he does not drink the coffee until I tell him to. So drink, Neil. All right. Good stuff so far, man. Got all kinds of things going on here. I added the Utah money line play to the morning coffee picks. What the heck?
Are you going to watch some XFL today, Bob? Vegas and Seattle? St. Louis, big game tomorrow.
Yes, I know. Oh, yeah, I will watch XFL later on. By the way, Randall, I know you're probably not hip to this. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Did you know that you can find some English Premier League soccer player props? There are actually some player props on shots and I think blocks or something like that. Found them yesterday. I was talking to a customer from the UK who was on a plan with oddsjam, and I found English Premier League player props. And can I show you how I found it, Randall, real quick? This is just kind of important. I want people to see that we can do this kind of thing. So, I go up here to sports a lot. I know we can use screen, but I can't transfer the bet from screen. into my bet tracker. So if I go to the Premier League here, and let's just take a look at, oh, this is live. Sorry. I apologize. I don't have the live. Here, let's do this one here. Southampton and Leicester City. Take your time loading up. Make me look bad here.
Never in a hurry, Bob.
All right. So here you go, Randall. There are player props for English Premier League. First half to score, player goals. So player saves, player shots attempted, player shots on target.
What do you just betting these randomly?
No, I'm just, there are people over there in Europe.
Gotcha.
That have told us that, you know what, you got all this American sports stuff. What about, the stuff that we bet on over here, which they're, humongous on soccer. So when you look at this player prop here, player shots attempted, and I'm not even sure what the number that's going to come up or who the players are going to come up, and there's that application error again.
Oh, we may not have data for that yet. Maybe it's coming though.
No, it's there.
Or have you seen it before?
It was there. It was there yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there. That little error that you just saw, Randall, that's been popping up. That's the one I sent you a screenshot on. So as you can see, you can go with over or under goals for each one of these players, or shots here in particular. But you can do it with
what
goals
also, Bob?
And saves. I don't.
Let's make one of these a morning coffee pick. Just close your eyes and pick one.
No. But I wanted you guys to see that you could find those player props there, because there are some soccer people out there. Ben made it in. How you doing? I will listen to you, Bob. How about Bruins Avalanche parlay for plus 200? I like that. I mean, are the Bruins ever going to lose again? Seriously, are they ever going to lose again? They're just on fire. They find a way to win every single night, and they are just tough in one goal games. Jamie Vardy shots. Why not? There you go.
Have Tony find us something.
I know. Tony, way to go, man. Jamie Vardy shots. Play Roll the Bones by Rush. That would be good for. I can't do that. It's copywritten, man. They won't. They'll flag me. I have to. That's my music, okay? Yeah, I know you. I know a couple of you guys don't like it, but I wrote it and performed it, and it's just for this show. It's called Wake Up, and it's intended to wake your butt up and make some darn bets. All right.
Is that true, Bob?
Cheers.
You actually wrote it for this show?
Yes.
I thought you had it before we started this show. So no, you actually
I wrote it for
this show.
Yeah, exactly. Shots on goal in soccer are tough to come by. Absolutely. But shots attempted are not. There's a difference, okay? It's different than the NHL. NHL is only player shots on goal. There is no attempted number, but in soccer, you have player shots attempted. So I think that's pretty cool. That I found that, and we could put a little player prop EPL in there, and maybe you guys, if you're talking to anybody from another country, especially the UK, where EPL is obviously humongous, it gives them something to look at and way to find lines. You agree?
100%.
Okay, here we go. Matthew. Well, then, my sincere apologies, Bob. It's an incredible piece of music that should bring winners. Thank you, Matthew. Eventually.
I think we need to get Matthew on now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Bobby V. My whole family knows Wake Up. It's on each morning. Beautiful.
Bobby V, he's the man. Go Dogs, baby.
All right. So do we have anything else for today?
Hey, Matthew's available. Let's email Bob at oddsjam, right?
Yeah, Bob at oddsjam.com. What's he wanting to know?
He says he's available.
Okay. You'll
have
to.
Bobby V. He says, I know Bobby V's he's Fresno State guy, -12 against Chicago State. That should be a name to score. Chicago State's horrible.
Rocking chair winner. Here we go, Tony. My toddler actually says hi, Bob, every morning when I put morning coffee on. Oh, that's sweet. Man, Scotty said it. Wake up is a banger. Matthew, you'll have to come, eat your words if you come on the show. Is he doing content for us?
I don't know if Matthew is. The name looks very familiar. I feel like I've either talked with him or I don't know. Well, it looked very familiar when I saw his name. So I don't know if I've seen him somewhere, but.
Well, I appreciate him being on the show. Yeah, there you go. Email me. We'll talk, Matthew. We'll get you going. All right. I have a nosy neighbor named Bob. He gets jealous. I'm talking to Bob on the internet instead of. Oh, God. You know what? You guys really crack me up sometime. And Bobby V is going to bet that for sure. All right. Since we don't have anything else, we're about 41 minutes into this. Let's review what we have hit here today. All right. Let's go to the bet tracker because we need all these to come through. Okay. We got to make up for
hit, Bob. I've got to go
units.
I've got to go buy a license plate sticker today. Need some bets to hit. Those are expensive now.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Baylor -7.5 on BetMGM. Auburn on the money line on FanDuel. That is back up a truck of some sort in your driveway and load it up. All right. Texas -3 on Caesars. Clemson -8.5 on BetMGM. Connecticut -2.5 on PointsBet. Michigan State -6.5 on BetMGM, and Utah on the money line on PointsBet. That's what we got for morning coffee picks on a Saturday morning. My neighbor, everybody's got a neighbor named Bob. All right, let's get out of here on that one. Let's go. Matthew, listen to this, all right? Give me no crap no more, all right? Great job, guys. Randall, thank you for being on. That was great. Good job. Let's keep going, folks. Let's make some money. Make some money today. I got to thank everybody here.
Better get started.
Steven just said thanks for all the college basketball tips. Randall. Jimmy Decker, thank you. Oh, my God, we got so many guys. Jordan, Scotty, Crowell, Scott Davey, Mark Speed, Jimmy Decker, Greg Boyce, Daniel Schwartz, Matthew Muffett, who loves me, Tony. He loves this music. Michael. Powell made it. Jabari made it. And that's all of them. Stephen Batson made it. Did I say Bobby B? Yeah, thank you. Have a great day. Let's go, guys. Let's make it happen. Have a great day. Matthew, listen to it. It's got a good rhythm. I know it's not Metallica.